Hello, and welcome to another episode of Frankie and The Goth. I'm Frankie.
And I'm the Goth. And together we are unstoppable.
Debatable.
You look like an evil Egyptian princess.
Thank you so much.
That wasn't a compliment.
Well, it should be, because that's exactly what I was going for with this. I got it custom made. I wanted to look like I could run a church and a cult, but I'm also a bat.
Yeah, it looks like you escaped out of Dublin Zoo.
I mean, I'll take that too. That's pretty cool. If it falls off my head halfway through, it's fine.
I think it's fine either way. I think either way we'll get through it.
Yeah, we will.
Like
Really
if I can get through being in this rental apartment with this jacket on and no AC, I think anything is possible.
Well, we haven't actually made it through yet, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because now is now and the future has not been told yet.
Exactly. It could all be a disaster. You'll never know.
I was channeling Kamala there.
Who?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm hot already, so I don't know how you're doing okay, because I'm literally half
Who
naked.
says I'm doing okay?
Well, you said that you're surviving.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh God, I feel dead.
Oh, yeah.
Something
same.
maybe you can relate to.
Yeah. Shall we move on to the Q&A?
Let's move on.
Yes, swiftly.
So, my first question. This is the listener questions. So the first one is, how can you tell your clothes apart in the wardrobe when you're trying to get something out?
I assume this is for me. Yeah.
Well, only we can assume.
Okay. Well, see, that's the beauty of being a goth. You don't have to tell anything apart. I can literally get up in the morning, fall into my wardrobe, and whatever comes out will match.
What if it's the same clothes you're wearing every day and you don't know?
Oh, no, I would know. I'm a
Because
style
of
icon.
the
And
smell?
I do tend to wash them, so that tends to help.
Are you
You know.
allowed to wash goth clothes?
In blood can be good.
But
But
what-
no, in all seriousness, just don't put them in the washing machine. They will just like deteriorate. You need to get like little delicate bags, or you have to like do it by hand, which is kind of annoying.
That's very trad wife.
Yeah, it is quite trad vibe core, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's for yourself, so it's kind of empowering because it's just your clothes, you know?
Yeah.
Your lace, your
Yeah.
leather.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I feel like if you were to put goth clothes in the wash, maybe the washing machine would get depressed.
Maybe they'd come out rainbow because everyone says like goth people are so colorful inside.
Who's everyone?
Everyone.
I've never
We're
heard
all
anyone
delightful.
say that.
Well, you never leave your apartment, so you don't hear anyone say anything.
Did you say delightful?
Yeah, we're delightful.
Turkish delights. They're a good chocolate bar. Lots of people don't like them though.
I don't want to equate goths to them. I don't know.
Well, you don't have to do it. I'll do it on your behalf.
Okay, thank you, Frankie.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, next question was written in by obviously a very peculiar listener, but they asked, how many times do you think you can fold a slug?
I feel like it would be easier to roll a slug, like a cinnamon roll, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they have bones? Do slugs have bones?
Well, them bones need calcium.
Them dancing
But-
bones, yeah.
Yeah. Some will say you're folding a snail in halves, others will say you're chopping it. But how are we supposed to know the difference? Because it's limber. When I was a kid, me and my twin and my cousin used to go around her garden and pick up snails and take them out of their shells. So I feel like that was maybe the first hint at my antisocial tendencies.
I was gonna say you do give me the vibes of someone who would have like eaten slugs in the garden.
We'll be right back.
Question 3. How to eat a Nature Valley bar without spilling crumbs everywhere? What a weird question. All right. Okay. You've just got one handy.
Do you want one?
Not really, no. Oh, no. I saw some crumb spillage there.
Oh,
You're spilling crumbs everywhere. You're like a child who needs a bib.
I'm label blind.
Yeah.
I don't
Labels
see
actually-
labels. I only see price tags.
I just like, labels, like they're not real, right? Like, just doesn't exist. These things are fake.
Well, actually, labels are for bottles.
Yeah.
I don't see bottles. I don't walk down the drink aisle.
Yeah, you just like lick it from puddles on the street, right? It's your
Yeah, I'm a
hydration.
puddle boy.
Puddle boy.
Puddle boy. Come here, puddle boy. Hey, Puddle Boy. Hey, that's Puddle Boy over there in the corner. We feed him bread every once in a while. So the next topic is called Help, Hug or Hear. It's a segment where we decide who we want to help, who we want to hug, and who we want to listen to. It's basically like marry, fuck, kill,
Yeah.
but not that.
Yeah, just to be a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
And out there, you know.
Yeah.
Because
We
this is
have
a
to-
unique podcast.
we
With
have
things
to
that have
keep
never
it-
been done before.
You have to keep it unique.
Yeah.
So our contestants for this week are Marlin Manson, Charles Manson, or Marlin Monroe. Who are you going to help? Who are you going to hug and hear?
Well, I'm definitely hugging Miss Marlin. First
Okay.
of all, because she's stunning, queer awakening, but also because that girl was treated so dirty. Like, they just completely objectified her entire life. Even the fact that in her death, Hugh Hefner could pay to have the grave beside her. Like, that's disgusting. I feel like she needs a good hug with no sexual intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, so with Marlon Monroe, there's a chipper, which is, anyone who's not Irish, it's a fast food takeaway. Is that what you call it?
What, a chipper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard chippy or chipper.
Oh God, chippy, no.
The chippy.
No, please.
When you go to the chippy, 5 bites
No,
chips.
please, I'll die.
I mean, I despise chippies, but I've been
yeah,
to the
good.
in the vicinity of a chippy.
Yeah, well, that's okay then.
Yeah.
There's a chipper right beside where I live,
Yeah.
and there's a picture of Marlon Monroe on it.
Wait,
So-
sorry, can I check? You will go to the chip shop if it's called a chipper, but not if it's called a chippy.
Yeah, you can check, yeah.
And it's like different food.
No, I just don't like how it's pronounced.
Chippy.
Yeah,
Sounds
it
like a
sounds
dog.
too happy.
Yeah, okay.
I
fair
don't
enough,
think,
right.
I've never felt happy after eating a chipper.
No, you're on
I
the
just
toilet.
felt the same.
Oh.
Middling,
Middling.
yeah.
Numbness.
Not quite alive, not quite dead.
But-
Somewhere in between and not really enjoying myself.
Probably on the toilet.
That's disgusting. I basically associate Marlon Monroe with kebabs. Because she's in this...
That's
this-
still just comparing her to a piece of meat.
Yes. I have a lot of respect for her because I associate her with food. And I love food. Are you thinking of kebabs right now?
No, I'm thinking that I'm ashamed that we've really not progressed much as a society, that we still just view her as meat.
Yeah.
But at least you don't view her in a sexual nature. I can respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, she was like a very boss lady. Like, do you know she founded like her own movie company because
Yeah.
she wasn't getting paid well?
Okay.
Like, that's a boss move.
That's like Barbie.
Greta?
No, not Greta Thunberg. Barbie, what's her name?
The Greta Gerwig girl who directed it? Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie.
Oh, you're the actress.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
So Margot Robbie has her own production company as well.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, she is
Sometimes
like the
girls
modern
do
Marilyn.
stuff.
Yeah, sometimes, you know,
Sometimes.
whenever they're completely trodden down by men. Yeah.
I think it's a really interesting thing that we should really delve into more.
Okay. Well, let's complete our list. So we're
But
gonna.
let's delve into it later. Let's delve into it later.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
let's complete our list. Is
Very
that what you
good.
said?
Yes.
Okay, so now it's a toss up. So you're gonna hug Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
So now we have to either help or hear Charles Manson or Marilyn Manson.
Well, I don't know about you, but personally, I feel like I should, just by the rule of ethics, say that I want to help Charles Manson, because if I helped him, theoretically, whenever he was alive, he probably had a lot of mental disorders that they didn't really know much about then. You know, medicine, it takes time for them to learn stuff. So if I
like
helped him,
antidepressants take 6 weeks to kick in.
yeah, sure. But like for them to discover different mental disorders and how to treat them, and
Yeah,
like
it
they
takes
probably
6 weeks to kick in.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but they didn't know what he had.
Yeah,
Whereas
no.
I could help him. Whereas if I hear him, like I don't just want to like listen to him talk about murdering people.
He was also very charismatic, so there's always the chance
Oh,
that...
was he? Oh, he would be a delight to listen to then, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, he'd be great on a podcast. We should get him on here. Is he still alive?
I don't think so.
No, he
but
died
we
recently. He
we
died in prison.
we could seance it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we do an episode where we do like a seance?
Oh yeah. I'll make a circle. We'll get some salts.
Yeah,
I
like
have
it's not your first rodeo.
No, I've done it before. Yeah.
So we could maybe do that. There's always the fear if you listen to Charles Manson, you might start to understand him. And to
Ooh,
understand Charles
yeah.
Manson is not a position you really want to be in.
Yeah.
Unless you're that weird like film director who like ate people. What was his name again?
Why what?
Oh yeah, Michael Bay.
Oh my goodness, what's the name for it? The syndrome whenever you actually begin to like care for the person that's like kidnapped you.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, there's actually a great Netflix show about it with Bill Skarsgård. I love Bill Skarsgård.
Who?
Bill Skarsgård, he was Pennywise.
That sounds like a Swedish name.
He is
which
Swedish, yeah.
Oh, that's why they hired him.
Because Stockholm Syndrome, the guy, whatever his name was Swedish. It's in Swedish, the show, but it's really interesting.
Swedish?
Sweden is interesting.
Can you
yes.
speak Swedish?
I wish I could speak Swedish. I think it's beautiful.
It sounds like
I love
Sims
it.
language. It's
It
like,
makes me think of PewDiePie, though. What does that say about me?
I
Chronically online as a child.
I actually have never watched PewDiePie.
That's interesting. You display the traits of someone who grew up watching PewDiePie.
I really don't
Not
know how
stable.
to think that.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, only one of us is dressed like a bat.
Well, who's more sweaty?
Only one of us is dressed like a bat. That's you, Goth.
Proud.
Put this here. Are you okay with me taking this off?
Sure.
Oh, my zip is undone.
Well, that might get us taken off YouTube.
Well, at least I can always make money on OnlyFans.
See, this is the difference in two people, though. You're like upset because you have to wear a jacket. I'm literally wearing a headpiece that's giving me like crippling neck pain, and I can't move my head, and I'm like not complaining about it.
I feel like being in crippling pain is always good.
I feel like you love to try and reach for these really deep philosophies of things you say, but how many times out of 10 do you think they actually land, and how many times is it just absolute waffle?
I'd say 0.15.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. There's a lot of cutting goes on in these podcasts.
Cutting
Out.
coming from a goth is not a good word. This is a PSA on not doing that.
Are you the one that comments that on all my videos?
Yeah.
Well, stop it. My wrists are perfectly clear.
Oh, that's good. We're an anti-cutting podcast.
Yeah.
And we've always been that way, even though this is only our second podcast. But it is something that we strongly believe.
Yeah.
Because we think that freedom is a real thing, but we think you should do, and I'm speaking on your behalf here, but we believe that people should be allowed to do whatever they want, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. I also believe that you shouldn't be allowed to do anything that makes you happy. So you shouldn't be allowed to do anything that hurts other people, but you shouldn't be allowed to do anything that gives yourself pleasure.
Okay.
So let's exist in this kind of nether zone where nobody is really happy, nobody is really really down.
You're like the Sir Kellogg of our era, aren't you? You're gonna
Cornflakes.
to stop the boys being too happy and excited. That's like literally you.
Was Sir Kellogg's a Nazi?
Probably. I mean, most people in the past that were in any way famous seem to be.
Look at Walt Disney.
Well, I don't think he was a Nazi.
No, look at him.
He was a racist in a way.
Oh, fuck, maybe he was just a racist.
Yeah, he wasn't a Nazi.
Yeah.
Though.
Is it good that we're talking about Nazis right now?
I mean, we're not saying we support Nazis, so it's fine.
This is fair use policy. We're Nazi opportunists. If you're a Nazi, we don't support you equally. Like
There you go.
we
Leave
don't
it
like
there.
any
No.
Nazis here.
Just leave it there.
You're a Nazi. Walk away. You do this with this is you as a Nazi, and that's you walking out the door. Get out of here, you slug.
Well, that's offensive to the slugs.
Yeah, slugs can be Nazis. They just take a long time to get to
To actually get to the goal. Yeah.
Yeah. It takes them a long time to get to the final solution.
Yeah.
It's like a slow walk for a long jump.
Sure. Okay.
What did that mean?
Another Frankie philosophy right there, folks.
Yeah.
So this means that we have to hear Marilyn Manson.
Oh, we're still doing that.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have to. I feel like if we just aim to finish one thing we start, that's a goal.
Yeah, it's more than either of us have ever done.
Yeah.
So I think, what's Marlon Manson going to talk about? Do we want to know?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's back performing again now. I'm pretty sure he's on tour at the moment. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's sober. We love him," and I'm like, okay.
I don't like the idea that getting sober automatically just absolves people of their past if the things that they've done are not really to do with alcohol and drugs.
Well, isn't that similar to Christianity? That if you repent, it's okay if you murdered someone because you repented, so it's fine.
I also, can I just say this? You don't know what I'm going to say, so give me permission first. Can I say this?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I don't like recovery podcasts. I can only take so much motivation. And after that, like, if nobody starts drinking again in 3 months, what are we going to talk about? Am I just going to listen to pure, unadulterated motivation for months on end? Like, that's disgusting. Like, how dare you?
Do you think there's a lot of recovery podcasts that start and then after like 4 episodes they just disappear and everyone's like,
Yeah, and they start like DMing their
well,
followers like, "Oh, I
yeah.
got stuck in Luton," which is ironic because that's what they're doing. And they get stuck in Luton and they need £20. They want you to set up Revolut. It's a whole thing, and then I'm like, "What are you
Yeah.
going to buy for £20?"
I think if a recovery podcast is something that helps someone, it could be a good thing. I mean, I know that there's a whole, I mean, I don't know, like TikTok has not like drug recovery, but they have like people with like eating disorder recoveries and they do videos. And I know people do say they can find them like supportive, but
We're really
it's
walking
like,
through a landmine
we do,
here,
yeah.
aren't we?
But I mean, I'm going to I'll throw my controversial opinion out there. I don't like this whole thing where people use like certain like labels or things they have as like an excuse for certain actions and think that people therefore should just have to deal with it. I speak from the experience of many friends that have been in relationships with people that are bipolar. And I think because you're bipolar, that doesn't give you an excuse to be a shitty person to people, and people have to take that. Whereas people get stuck in these relationships. And I don't know if that makes me cruel and cold-hearted. But like,
Well, you are that, but
I am, but
not because
in a
of that
separate
opinion.
entity. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think like, or even for example, someone's like, well, like I'm depressed at the moment, so that means that I can treat you terribly, and you have to be okay with it. I can threaten that I'm like gonna jump out the window, so that means you have to stay, almost like out of guilt and fear. And it's something that's so common in relationships nowadays, and I think it's really, really toxic.
Yeah,
I think if you have an issue like that, while you can have support around you, at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to take the steps to try and fix yourself. Oh, I can show you how a goth drinks. Well, not even a goth, but me. It's really
who's
weird.
not a goth.
Yeah, it's really random, but I did a video about it, and people were like, that's actually really smart. I just got black lipstick on, you don't want to like ruin
Okay,
it. So you go like...
Oh, are you double jointed?
Very, yes.
Yeah.
Don't know if that quite counts for the tongue.
Well, the tongue is a muscle, and especially if it's used wisely.
To like... what is it? You tie a cherry stem, right, with your tongue? That's like a thing people do.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I've heard it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's meant to be kind of sexy.
Yeah. I can't...
No, that's really bad.
Is that bad?
I mean, you're kind of there a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't do the weird cauliflower thing that people do though, where they go like, I don't know.
Oh god, okay. I don't want to know about that.
Yeah, it's not very pretty.
Yeah. But like, so to get back, what were we saying again about the...
I was talking about how I've watched
bipolar.
people be treated very negatively in relationships because people use labels that they've got of diagnoses as excuses for treating them terribly, and then people feel like they have responsibilities to stay and care for that person, and that person feels as if they're validated to treat the people around them in a negative manner because they have a label that justifies that action, and I don't agree with that.
I think especially because any symptoms of mental illness are like, they're human things that we all have. Like, like there's narcissistic personality disorder, but we're all, in some sense, we're all like narcissistic. It's along a spectrum. But I agree, because I noticed when I went back to college a few years ago, I just met the threshold of mature student, because I was like just turned 23 or 24 at the time. And I noticed such a difference between me and people who were like 18, 19. And I noticed like around exam times, everyone would like email the teacher like, do you mind if I get an extension? I have anxiety.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you're supposed to have anxiety when you're faced with stressful situations. It's like, I remember hearing someone say anxiety gets you out of the bed. Depression keeps you in it.
And there is also a very big difference between anxiety.
Oh, sorry. Is that mine or yours?
Oh no, it's me.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
gonna
go ahead.
ignore them.
Do you
It
wanna-
looks like
do you
it's
wanna
looks
take
like
it?
it's one of them Indian call centers. I bet it is.
Do you want to answer? Yeah.
Hello? Hello? James from Sky? Oh, no thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, there we go.
Oh, that's
They've
great.
been harassing me lately.
Really?
I don't want to change to Sky.
Do you have a TV license?
I think so.
You think so, but you're not
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I think my dad does.
Hey, TV license man, get her.
Well, I have to own a TV for me to have a TV license.
Sometimes just thinking about TVs is enough. Like, if you think about TV, the TV license man comes up.
Isn't it kind of funny that the TV license kind of replaced that back in the oldie days, the people had to pay to have like a mantelpiece in their house? You got charged based on how many like mantelpieces were in your homes.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
find that fascinating, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating is a strong word.
It is. It's really weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Would they like cover them with blankets when the tax man came and be like, that? No, that's a hole in the wall.
Was that like a Belfast thing?
It was Irish, yeah. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I think went broader as well. That just generally was a thing. You were charged, or maybe it is just Ireland, on how many mantelpieces you had in your home.
That seems
And
like a
sometimes how many
really
chimneys.
Catholic thing.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you Wiccan?
Yes.
What does that mean?
So it means for everyone who studies it something very different. But it very much so is just about being in connection with the different energies that flow throughout the earth and sort of manipulating them in ways in order to bring about positive effects. It's funny because people always think of witches as being something very negative, right? Like, oh, we burn the witches because they're hexing you and doing this and that. But there's actually something called the rule of three in Wicca, which means that if you
Wait,
cast...
Wicca.
Yeah, you know the Wicca.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, if you cast a negative intent upon someone, you will get that karma back on yourself threefold. So if you use black magic to like make someone have a crappy day, you're going to have 3 times worse of a day. So like, we're not out there hexing people on the street because at the end of the day, we're selfish bastards that don't want to have to deal with the consequences of on ourselves.
So you're not going to hex me?
Well, I don't know. For you, it might be worth it. You know, I would maybe take 3 bad days just to give you 1 nil bad day. But technically, I shouldn't.
Yeah. And we're not going to lose sleep over a technicality.
Exactly, yeah.
So is Wiccan just like a buffet? It's like a buffet of meaninglessness. It's like it's like
You could
religious.
say that about any faith.
It's like religious. It's not religious. It's spiritual, and you cast spells on people, and then the spells you cast on people make you 3 times angrier.
There you go. Yeah, you've got it. Like for a lot of people, whenever they're like charging a circle, so a circle is where you'll like cast anything you're doing, any rituals, you might ask like Hecate to sort of like, because she's believed to be like she's meant to be like one of the mothers of like Wicca. You can like use her to sort of like bring more power to anything you do, so it's meant to have a better effect.
She's mother.
She is mother, yes.
Like RuPaul.
Yeah, pretty much.
RuPaul or Charlie XCX?
No, RuPaul. RuPaul is mother. Yeah, Rockel.
Yeah, Rockel. Did you ever hear that song? Ripples in the rock pool, ripples in the sea, ripples in the sand dunes, rolling out the Connemara.
No, Frankie, I haven't. But thank you for filling me in on that.
I just made it up.
Oh.
It was in my junior cert for music class. We had to like do it, and the reason was because it's in 5/4 time signature. So most songs are in 4/4.
Oh well, I don't
like
care.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna tell you anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's most songs. Look it up. Go ahead. No, don't do it now. But 5/4 is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2.
It's kind of like whenever someone has a heart attack and you go like,
It's like
stay alive.
It's like Dad's not waking up. Sorry, that's so dark. Anyway, okay, great.
What were you? How did this happen from RuPaul? Or how
I don't
did we
know.
get
Maybe
here?
that's a weird Freudian thing. Like RuPaul is my parent. But anyway, ever say who we were gonna help hug her here?
Well, we decided we were gonna hug Marlin, and we help Charles, so we have to hear Marlin Manson.
Yeah.
His music is just not my type.
No,
really.
we're not hearing his music. We're hearing him as a person. Oh God, that was what we were saying. So we have to hear about his recovery.
Yeah,
annoying.
You know, if you met him now, every minute he'd be like, "Well, I'm actually sober now," and I'll be like, "Well, okay."
Yeah, and also like, can we just say Eminem's like? I don't think recovery rappers should be legal.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I say something so controversial?
No.
Well, I'm gonna say it anyway. Musicians make their best music whenever they're in really bad mental places.
No, I don't think that's controversial.
Yeah, but they do. Like 21 Pilots, like there's albums he's made when he said he was like depressed. I'm like, but that's such a better album.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, stay in bed more, 21 Pilot Man.
Yeah. Don't be happy.
Yeah.
Your art suffers.
But nobody has ever written a masterpiece from a place of contentment, because otherwise why would you want to do anything? You're trying to get rid of whatever demons are inside you.
Exactly. I write fantastic poetry when I'm really like sad.
Yeah.
No one can read it. Like no one should read that stuff, but it makes me feel good.
Yeah. Do you write poetry about bats?
Baths?
BATS?
No.
You should.
Why? I embody that. I don't need to write about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do a live reading.
Yeah.
No, maybe I'll read out some of my childhood poetry. It's so messed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will not disturb us.
Yeah, it was like given to my psychiatrist at one point.
Oh,
A lot of like
great.
drawings I did, and they were
And
like,
did your
looking at them.
psychiatrist say, you know what, I think we're good here?
Yeah, they thought I was schizophrenic. Paranoid
oh,
schizophrenia.
cool.
I'm not,
So you're
but
interesting.
they thought I was. Yeah.
That's great. I
Yeah.
wish I had a diagnosis.
Well, I
but-
didn't get that diagnosis.
Yeah, no,
You know.
I don't want a diagnosis, but I do have dyspraxia. So I know that's not anything that's similar, but at least it's something a little bit spicy.
You ever thought about getting checked for ADHD?
Everybody tells me I have
think you should.
ADHD.
I think you should.
Yeah. Ripples in the rock pool, ripples in the sea, ripples in the sand dunes, rolling out the Connemara.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it goes, do 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 do.
Is this where I can like take a bathroom break? You know?
Yeah, do you need to? Take
No,
a
I just want to
bathroom
get
break?
away from this painful situation.
Well, go ahead. I'll hold down the fort. Go ahead.
No, God, I won't put that upon you guys.
I will get yous.
That sounds so sus.
I'll have a word with yous when she does need to go to the toilet.
Well, now you just sound like a granny. I'll have words with you when you get home.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna slip a fiver into their hand or something.
Yeah. Hush,
Yeah.
hush.
Yeah. Don't tell your mother I gave you that.
Welcome up next to the Conspiracy Corner. Today's conspiracy is that Disney adults are scarier than goths. What are your thoughts, Frankie?
I wouldn't like to be alone in a room with either, but at least goths aren't optimistic about life, which I think is the most terrifying trait of all. Because I feel like optimism implores you to reflect it. If someone is optimistic, they think you're a bad person if you don't reflect their optimism. So like Disney adults are really like, hey, how's it going? Hey.
But are they really super sad?
I think
know?
so, yeah.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I always like thought I kind of was a Disney adult because like I am obsessed with Disney. But then I went.
can tell.
Yeah, I know, right? Look, I mean, Disney villain-esque, Maleficent, who? But I went to like this exhibit in London for like D100. I'm like, the Disney adults
What's
there.
D100?
It was Disney's 100th anniversary last year. 100 years of magic.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so
I
great.
thought it was just another word for D10s.
No, D100. It was their 100th anniversary. Anyway, I went and like 3 times I was physically shoved into walls by Disney adults because they were like so desperate to like see a Mickey Mouse hat that was like on display. Like it was like I swear to God, I thought they were gonna kill me.
Disney adults must be strong.
They must be, yeah. Do you know
Disney
what else
adults
is
are
actually,
optimistic and strong, and don't get in their way because they could kill you.
do you know what else is scary about them? And again, I can say all this from peace and love because I do love Disney. But Disney adults, where do they get all that money? If you think they buy so much stuff, right? So much like Disney merch. Disney are like, here's a spoon for like £500. It's limited edition, and like it's sold out on the Disney website right away.
Yeah.
They go to Disneyland like 7 times a year and eat those like £25 corn dogs like weekly. Where do they get the money?
They
That's
they
scary.
also know all
Is Disney paying Disney adults to be Disney adults?
Is it like an agent provocateur that goes in to create some sort of form of dissent into a protest? It's like, you know, Disney adults are actually undercover agents who are just there to create a buzz about Disney.
Maybe.
It's like some form of free labor.
Maybe I just have a stick up my butt because Disney never have done any brand deals with me, and I literally live Disney.
I
love
think Disney doing a brand deal with the Goth would actually be a really good idea.
Tim
'cause it
Burton,
would- yeah.
Nightmare
'cause-
Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I love
I have
that.
had nightmares before and after Christmas, and I'm not sure which ones I hate more.
Yeah. See, that's why they're not doing brand deals with you. But I think I would be great for Disney personally, or Mattel, because I love Monster High. So I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, well, this is the only reason.
They
for the
liked
podcast.
my story the other day, Monster
they?
High. I posted
did?
on Monster High. So Mattel.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I posted all my dollies. I collect Monster High dollies.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is that like the same place you collect the bodies, or?
No, I keep them separate because I don't want the smell to sort of get onto the dolls. You know, the
Yeah.
dolls need to be fresh. But I have like an Elvira one.
That reminds me, today's sponsor is Hello Fresh. Do you like food delivered to your door? Well, don't worry about it because this isn't actually a real ad. This is a fake ad brought to you by Frankie and The Goth. I'm The Goth.
And I'm Frankie. Please sponsor us.
Yeah, and together with Frankie and The Goth, my legs are sweating right now, and it doesn't feel good. But I love HelloFresh. Maybe they'll sponsor us. I hear they don't have that much money, but sponsor us anyway. We don't come cheap, and even if you're not HelloFresh, sponsor us anyway, because this wig is expensive to own, and it's also labourful to wear.
I mean, it's so big I can like fly and just like deliver the HelloFresh to their doors if that works.
Yeah, you can fly up from the pits of hell.
Yeah, like deliver it nice and fresh. It'll be heated too from the flames.
Yeah, deliver us from evil.
For Halloween.
Yeah.
I'll do Halloween themed HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Halloween,
a business idea, isn't it?
You can do Death by Chocolate.
Is that a brand?
It's a dessert.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking
It
more
has
devil's
chocolate
cake.
in it.
Yeah.
And death.
Yay!
Your two favorite things, probably.
I do like chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Please
Okay, we're going to
sponsor.
do that. Okay, HelloFresh. Look at the email below. It's going to be here.
Yeah.
So we can just talk then. Okay.
And I'll just disclaim, definitely no bodies in the food bags. Don't worry.
Yeah, no bodies. And all the stuff we said already about bodies was also a joke. So don't worry about that. Anything bad we said on this podcast has just been comedy.
It's all fake. Nothing's real.
We're normal in this house. We have no sins. There are no sins between us, and everything is okay. We've good relationships. I stick up my fist. I say we've good relationships with our family, our friends, and we're ready to go. Give us one of these.
I was not blinking for like 10 minutes. My eyes burn now. I wanted to do like a
We're
Wednesday
gonna cut
Addams
that
thing.
out. Okay, so next segment is Clare Avoidance, where we give you a future reading if you send me a DM on Instagram. Amazing.
He likes it. Please send him DMs.
Well, I don't like it that much. Like, not in a weird way.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the person we've chosen today. Her name is Serafina_AZ. So if you can look here, I'd like to just show you one of these pictures.
Okay.
So
Make America Safe Again.
yeah, wow.
How we can keep ourselves, our loved ones, and our community safe. Teaser. Okay. Well, I originally thought it was going to be about guns or something racist or something sus. So tasers is not upsetting me.
Well, I mean, but it depends who the tasers are used on.
Well, I assume that she is a woman who wants to use it.
But she could be somebody who uses tasers, but also she doesn't see color. So she just tases everyone.
Well, can we look at the comments?
Yeah, let's look at the comments.
This could really be the deciding factor. I could be betting my words.
Yeah, you're the cutest safety person. Okay.
Well, that doesn't make it any clearer to me.
But she didn't say that. So yeah, so make America safe again. Okay, the jury's out there. Let's see. Okay, and
dog.
here she's in a big baseball mitt.
Found some new furniture for the living room. Oh, she's a funny one.
She's a funny queen.
She's a little silly.
Yeah.
A little whimsical.
Yeah, I like her, kind of, maybe. Yeah, I like her, yeah.
I think she seems... Do you think
seems
she's a
sweet.
mum?
I think, I would say she's a mum. I would say she's actually quite kind.
Yeah, the thing is, right, as miserable as I am as a human being, I'm not going to be, like, mean to someone for the sake of it, unless it's you.
Do you want me to do it?
So, I think she seems kind of sweet.
Is it meaner that we're not being mean?
Does it show that she lacks substance?
Does it show that she's, like, just a kind of overall, like, not very interesting person?
Yeah, NPC.
Yeah, like...
So maybe that's the... You're lovely.
You're lovely, but we don't want to be that close.
We don't want to sit down and have coffee with you, because, like, what's your shtick?
Yeah.
Where's your trauma?
Yeah, and also, where's your taser?
Well, she apparently with her.
Yeah, she's got that tang on her.
We literally just made an enemy of someone with a taser, though.
Yeah, but she's in America.
Yeah, America.
It says AZ, which means Arizona, which is interesting that I know my locations in America, which is great.
What?
It's good that one of us is informed.
I only did geography for like a year, and it actually, for a very long time, I didn't realize Scotland was attached to England. Then I watched this show and they like drove it, and I was like, "Ha, that's not accurate."
Let's let that one just
Just simmer.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering from it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Maybe sometimes
I'm
I
recovering
think,
from hearing it.
Isn't it funny because my sister did geography in Cambridge.
Did she?
Yeah, and then I didn't know. I also can never
They
tell
say
the difference.
opposites attract.
Yeah, she
Great.
has a boyfriend, so.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the boyfriend who owns Ben and Jerry's?
No, that's the other one. Yeah.
Well,
There's
anyone
two
can
of
own
them.
Ben and Jerry's if you have
He
a
also
freezer.
he doesn't own Ben and Jerry's. He's a food product developer. He makes the ice cream flavors.
He's a food product.
He does to be fair, he is quite beefy. He could be a food product.
Oh.
But
Nice.
like
Okay, you're
Jim
gonna have to
Lad,
show me
you
a
know?
picture.
Jim, beautiful story. Wonderful story. He had Crohn's and he was so skinny and then he like got better and like gained up. It's very motivational. He makes me feel quite useless in a lot of ways.
Yeah, how dare he?
Yeah, stop being motivational.
He should go back to being skinny, probably.
Skinny like me, skinny and ill. No.
Yeah.
No.
No, don't worry, you're not ill. No. I want to be skinny like you. I have been counting calories. Yeah, I have lost weight. You were saying off camera you think I lost weight?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you said I lost weight and you said that there's like a brightness in my eyes that you haven't seen before. Do you not remember
I
saying
think you
that?
might be chatting to someone else online, Frankie, that you think is me.
Oh yeah, it's probably some other goth.
Oh, they're just called probably Beverly.
I just see them all as like the same person. Oh no, but I have stayed in the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yeah, I own that actually. Yeah.
Well, you spelt your name wrong, but oh well, I didn't actually stay
No, it's
there.
actually like it's like an awareness.
My friend's uncle is the hotel manager there,
Well, that's really exciting.
and
Frankie.
I haven't stayed there. That was a lie, but I have had a drink there, like a cup of coffee there, and lunch. And then the guy came down. He's like, "Hey lads, that's on the house. He's Irish. He's from Limerick." He's like, "That's
I think they just thought you looked poor.
yeah, poor and in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the rest of them struggling.
Yeah.
Things better.
I know I bring it up a lot, and we don't want our whole shtick to be that we're Irish, but we are. And do you think that like our very negative mindset in that type of sense is very much so an Irish cultural thing? Because I feel like in Ireland, you're not encouraged in school and things to like take risks. I feel like it's very much so you're either like gonna go work on your family's farm, or if you're smart, you're gonna be a lawyer or a doctor. You don't do anything else. Maybe a nurse. You might be a nurse or a teacher, but like you don't go to LA and try to make it. Like that's
Do you mind
too
if I
risky.
take my shoes off before I answer this?
Oh, okay. Things are getting intense here, guys.
Okay. Can you see my socks? Okay, well, I'm wearing socks. Okay.
Thank God.
So,
no choppers here.
yeah, no, that would be disgusting. Yeah. No, so basically, I think Irish people will support you when you're starting up something until you reach a certain point, and then they see you doing well, and they're like, "Oh, look at him! Oh, look at her! Look what she's doing with herself." But then it can be the other way around also, where at the start nobody supports you, and then when you're doing well, they act like they were always there for you.
Yeah, I find that a lot with things. Yeah.
It can go either way, but
Also in Ireland, I feel like a very big difference between like Irish and maybe even kind of English, but not as much compared to American people, is that we don't visibly display, I think, as much self-confidence as the Americans do. So I think in order to be someone who does something like on social media or acting, you have to sort of have a degree in narcissism about you, a bit of a big head, and people in Ireland don't like that. So then other people kind of like judge you for like displaying a lot of confidence in yourself. Like you're called, oh, you're like, oh, they're a show off. Well, they think they're like so much better than they are.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why do they actually think they can do that?
It's usually not they think they're better than they are. They think they're better than me, and it comes from like a low self-esteem.
It
where
does.
Where
My
people
mummy
are
always
like,
told me that.
Yeah.
So don't worry about the haters.
Yeah. Unless you deserve to be hated, in which case worry.
I have some.
But people who deserve to be hated aren't going to worry that they're
I have
hated.
like people that are like, oh, I'm gonna be a big rap star, and I'm like, okay.
The fact that they use the words rap star means they should never be successful in their life.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast today. I'm overheating. Frankie is sweating horribly.
And I'm the goth.
I'm gonna go lie in a fridge.
I'm going to go lie under my bed.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Bye.
in a coffin. No.
That's like, ugh.
Sorry.
Come on, reach higher than that. Come on.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie in a coffin. Okay, we're going to go now.
Bye.
Bye. You can go. Get out of the room.
Subscribe.
Yeah, and like it and share it if you have friends.
Yeah. If
And
you
if
do,
you don't, then I don't know, comment.
Make more accounts and give us more views.
Yeah, make fake accounts, you freak.
Yeah, but you know you have them.
We know where you live.
1 for the family.
2 for the show.
3 for those naughty messages in the DMs.
And 4 for pillows.
Yes.
What's 5?
5 alive.
Okay. 6 for rickets.
We're not keeping this
Let's
going.
just see how much we can count.
No, I don't go beyond like 7, right? 7 heaven.
Okay, great.
7 for Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep it at that. Okay. Get out. Bye.
Go. Bye.
Shoo.
Why are you still here? Leave.
Yeah, you freak.
Stop looking at me. I feel exposed.
Yeah. Yeah, get out of here.